Welcome to Conscious Billionaire to be on Manifest High Net Worth TV. I am your host, Pri Chihat. This is my vision board in the background, me on the cover of Forbes magazine, Billionaires. So today I'm very excited to bring you a powerful entrepreneur success strategist, and her name is Jasmine Sreenika Crystalsinger. And Jasmine is going to reveal some of her powerful success strategies that you and I can apply in our business as well. And she'll be talking about some of the metaphysical strategies she's using as well. Great stuff. Jasmine, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on this amazing show. Thank you, Pri.
All right. So here is what I would like you to do, please, is to tell us how you, as an entrepreneur, what you're actually doing in your business. I know you're a success strategist. I know you work with high vibe women. I know you help them get more clients, get more visibility, get their message out in a way that wows their audience. Tell us more about that, about your business.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to get the opportunity because I do wake up every day, Pri, feeling so blessed to be able to support feminine, creative visionaries, spiritual entrepreneurs, really heart-centered entrepreneurs to step out onto a larger stage. So yes. I'm really the coach, very much like you in a sense, who helps them connect to their bigger vision. I've created Success Siren, successsiren.com, to do just that. So I see myself as a sacred success strategist and a metaphysical mentor, even to help divine feminine visionaries really connect to their zone of genius, yes, to overcome struggles with self-confidence and self-sabotage that are masquerading around as perfectionism or procrastination, right? We all know this.
Yes.
So they can go big. They can make the impact and the income that they have come here to this specific point in our planetary history to create. I'm really here to put the keys of prosperity into the hands of the architects of ascension, yes, so we can all anchor heaven on earth. Wow. And this is my mission.
That is fantastic. And you are the right person to be working with high vibe women, to be helping them with their prosperity consciousness and helping them really tap into what they have within so they can, be in a place where they can lift the consciousness of the world as well as their personal consciousness and finances. You are in the right place and you are the right person for that job because you are a conscious billionaire to be. So if your vision is that grand and that big to be a billionaire, well, who better to support other women who have a vision similar to that on their journey, right? That is great. I can't wait to really take a deep dive with you here for us, for our listeners, for myself. Okay, so this idea of you becoming a billionaire, how did you come about it? What is the driving force?
I'm really glad you asked that question. And I would love to respond with a very philanthropic and humanitarian answer, which is part of it.
Yes.
But the true spark is because my soul feels it will be joyous. Yes. My soul feels it will be fun to be impacting so many people just with what the divine is channeling through, sparking and activating person after person into their highest potential. So my answer is very much like my totem of the dolphin. It's the joy frequency, our highest frequency. Love is the molecule that makes up the universe. And I feel I can be my most expanded self in 3D in this lifetime by touching into and really matching the frequency of what it means to be a billionaire, not only in the monetary aspect of what's in the bank, but in terms of the reach, the transformation, and the impact. And I really feel that so many of your clients and my clients are the same. Yes. We have huge visions. People have told us to tone it down, or it's too much, or it's not realistic. And that is not how the universe works.
No.
Those of us like you and me and all of the amazing souls tuning into this, your amazing billionaire to be broadcast, are people of vision. There are people who have also been shamed. They might have been persecuted or put down for quote unquote crazy thinking or stop daydreaming. But we are really the ones who are here to shift the paradigm. And we have enough examples of conscious billionaires who are changing the world right now to help the planet be a better place. So I would start there with my answer. It's fun. Really, really fun.
It is really fun to really expand consciousness and to play a bigger game, to give yourself that permission to play that game on a whole new level, because it simply means you're expanding. You have to become a different person to be able to play that game, and you have to be true to who you are and accept who you are as you move forward. And you have to get to a point, and like you're saying, where you don't give a rip what other people think. Because definitely, people are going to be saying, hey, that dream is too big. Who are you to think you can achieve it? And they're going to come up with all kinds of reasons why not. And so I love that we are sort of like in a clique together, those of us that have these magnificent desires and dreams and are pursuing them. Because we then support each other. We then nourish each other's dreams. It's totally, and it's so much fun.
Absolutely. You know, Fry, Napoleon Hill talks about the power of a mastermind. Yes. And this is really what your group and so many groups, my group, so many groups are providing. It's allowing those visionaries to come together also at the energetic level, to lift one another up by modeling to one another. What does it mean to be in this highest frequency? If one of the sisters or brothers falls, you know, we're here to maintain that field. We're here to infuse that field. And so I really love what you're doing with these Billionaire to Be broadcasts, because everybody's going to resonate with someone different, someone's life story or their vision, but together collectively, what an amazing and powerful force we all make together. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. Totally. It is exceedingly powerful. And we are on the ground floor, so we have evidence of us calling in through the vision and then going through what we need to go through to make it happen. So when we are on the cover of Forbes magazine or whatever magnificent magazines we have, showcasing our lives as billionaires, when we are living in those mansions or doing philanthropy work or all of this, people can look back and trace to when we were not those billionaires, when we were only talking the talk and taking the steps and calling it in. So there will be no space for people to say somehow, oh, they just magically became billionaires because no one sees the work behind what they did. We've got the documentation here. This is what I love about what we're doing. Because look at someone like Jeff Bezos, who is a billionaire. It's hard for people to sort of go back to when he was just starting Amazon and building that company, when he and his wife, all the things that they had to go through when she had to quit the company or leave it in his hands in order to take care of the kids at home. All of those things, the videos, as far as I know, aren't there to say, hey, this, you know. And the other difference, I feel, Jasmine, for what we're doing is that we're stepping up boldly and saying, this is where we're going. We're going to be billionaires. We're conscious billionaires to be, which is, I don't know any other billionaire or, you know, hugely successful person who actually started out and said, this is the vision. Yes, we're going to be billionaires. And then from there, following the steps. You know what I mean?
It's so unique. It's so unique. And it's so exceptional to be part of this group, because I know it's not just one, it's many. And if we actually look at the increase of net worth on our planet from just a few centuries ago to now, and though there is still a whole lot of wealth in the world in the hands of a very few people, relatively speaking, we have the power to put more of that prosperity into the hands of people by helping them rise up. I mean, this is what a lot of billionaires do with their philanthropy, but more than that, we are inspiring by example. So just as we have more and more and more and more millionaires on the scene, more and more female millionaires. We're now seeing more female billionaires. Incredible people in China running optics companies, in the US with medical diagnostics. And we have the beauty influencer billionaires. It's just amazing to see more and more women really enter this realm. And what I love about your work is that it is now showcasing metaphysical mentors, spiritual entrepreneurs. And yes, this is an arena for us as well.
Yeah.
So thank you, Fry.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's totally my pleasure. And like you said, it's so much fun along the way. Like, just us being on this interview and having so much fun and being able to in the future showcase our videos. If they're going to have us on TV or whatever, or in a magazine, they can say, hey, look, they had this video on YouTube where they were saying they were going to be billionaires, and through their metaphysics and whatever else they did, look at where they are now, which ties into the inspiration that you're talking about and helping other people who do not feel that they have the opportunities to be wealthy. Just by doing this, we help elevate them, because now they realize it's not so much about what is available in your country, right? If your country is struggling for the most part, or if you're in deep poverty or whatever, we now take the shift from the external circumstances to the internal circumstances, because as metaphysical billionaires, we said this is what we're going to do it. There was no evidence that anything else in our arena that said this is what we're going to do, that it was going to happen. But metaphysically, we shifted to this new place. And now those people in the so-called poverty areas can now say, if they can do it, if they can call circumstances just by using the metaphysics within themselves, then no matter where you are in the world, you can call circumstances, you can call opportunities, you can call whatever it is that you need to rise to the level that you want to be.
Absolutely.
And yes, this is evidence gathering. It's so exciting and fun to be documenting what we're doing. Yes. Totally. So awesome. Okay, so there's so much fun happening here already. All right, so speaking of this, so now we know what how you're in your mind working with this idea of being a billionaire. How do you translate that in terms of your business that you have now? What metaphysical strategies are you using? If you could share the top metaphysical strategy that you're using for yourself, and of course for your business and this vision to be a billionaire, so we too can, if it resonates, copy, right?
Of course, that's the whole point. And I actually didn't start this process by looking at other billionaires. I have to be really honest. I think like many people, I had a certain kind of skepticism or suspicion around billionaires. Like, oh, well, are their motives really good? There are people who are doing great things with the billions, and there are people, in my humble opinion, who are doing not so great things for our planet with the billions. So I had to meet myself with this uncomfortable mirror around negative beliefs around that amount of money. In fact, when I think I even became part of your group, there was a big skepticism, like millions. I pretty much know about millions and can get my head around that. But billions, whoa. And I realized to make billions, to impact at a billionaire level, means for me personally to step into a much bigger and different frequency of service. Now, it doesn't mean harder. That was another limiting belief. So the medical physical practices that I have been using have been revealing to me all of the layers of prejudice around hyper wealth. I would call it hyper wealth, billions and trillions and hyper wealth, as well as what I would feel would be so difficult. It would be so hard to manage all the money, or what if I made a big mistake and I caused ruin upon the entire planet? You know what I mean? So there are these. It's funny now to me, but it was not funny. It was not funny going through this process. Yes. And so I started to see where my heart was saying, whoa, things can be going really wrong in our planet with money spent in certain ways. And then I thought, the solution is obviously to be putting, as I say, the keys of prosperity into the hands of the architects of ascension. So our planet is awakening. We are living in a time of great imbalance with our natural resources and a great imbalance within ourselves. When we recognize money to be a neutral energy, And that, like all energy in our lives, all manifestation, we have the power to sculpt this.
Yes.
We have the power to do good with this. Then we are literally blessing each dollar we send into the world. Each bill we pay, we are saying, thank you. This is not taking something from us that is a limited resource.
Yeah.
This universe is infinite. Yeah. And one of the techniques that I use is connecting with my multiverse self. So whatever that next level of income is, or stepping into what would that even vision be? Who would I be as a billionaire me? I have no frame of reference yet. But when I meditate with my multiverse self, which is that version of me who is already having, doing, being, feeling, and experiencing the billionaire lifestyle, creating the billionaire impact, that is one of the most powerful metaphysical techniques for me personally, as well as working with the human energy field called the Merkaba, which is one of the sacred geometry symbols. And it is something that Ascended Master Metatron talks about. So for me, meditation, journaling, connecting with my multiverse self, and actually even EFT tapping for the different blocks that I actually have in my body from experiences as a child, from things I saw, from people fighting over money, from later in my life where I might have made a bad financial decision and maybe still beating myself up about it, or people who, stole resources. All of these things are very real limiting beliefs and blocks. And so by actually every time I connect with the multiverse self to see, okay, what is stopping me from making this real now? What is the fear? Why am I afraid to fully step into that lifestyle? I have been shown layer upon layer of money blocks or fears around massive amounts of money. And I feel by acknowledging those, clearing those, and healing those, I am allowed to anchor in greater and greater sums of money because I trust money. I trust myself. I trust money to always show up for me. I trust money not to be used as a method of control or mass oppression, but that money can be used for incredible good, especially when it's put into the hands of heart-centered entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, people who deeply desire from their soul the very best for our planet and all of its inhabitants.
Yes. Wow. That is so powerful. I love your idea of the metaphysics, working with your multiverse self, the one who's already enjoying the billions, the one who already has the paths figured out, the one who's confident with money and has no blocks. Tell us a little bit, how do you access this multiverse self? How do you work with this multiverse self? Because it seems to me from what you said, I mean, by doing this work with your multiverse self, you gain insight as to what's stopping your 3D physical self, and you can move past that, which is a lot of what stops many people from really going for the big desires and the big dreams. How do you do it?
You bet, Fry. So for me, I like to create sacred space and ritual, and everything I do is really non-denominational. So whatever creator, God, the spiritual force of the universe, or whatever you believe personally, I create sacred space for myself. I actually cleanse my energy centers, and I bring myself into a state of receptivity. I also anchor in this process by calling in the 4 elements, the 4 directions, really just acknowledging what is infinite energy, but acknowledging certain just emanations of that. So it's not praying to the elements in any way. No. It's simply acknowledging all of the forces that are emanations of divinity, of life that creator has created. So I'll call in the 4 directions. I'll honor the 4 elements. So usually that's fire, water, air, and earth. And so I'll just have that, earth might be a crystal, fire might be a little candle, air might be a feather, and so forth. A little bit of rose water I'd love to sprinkle just to bring myself into a receptive space, because it is through intention that we're focusing the unseen material of the universe.
Yes.
We receive the image, we set the intention, and the intention begins like a magnet, drawing to it all manner of synchronicities, connections, and ideas.
Yes.
So I like to see this trip into my multiverse self as literally surfing along into this parallel reality.
Okay.
Where I can be quantum leaping into how do I feel? I really ask myself, how do I feel in my body? It's like the difference for me between, okay, this is a van or this is a Maserati. So my body even feels more energized and tuned up. What types of friendships do I have? Wow, I have people who have really supportive money beliefs around me. Isn't that wonderful? You know, what we get to meet, we get to donate to each other's charities, we get to work together and collaborate to change the world. How magical and amazing is that? You know, and then I like, because my background is I'm a former opera and theater director and actor, I really love to bring these skills and also my work with clients to step into their highest vision, to already starting to act, dress, feel, and be what that next level self is. So that's when I start to act upon the information in the multiverse meditation. So starting to feel it with really all my senses. And then with a journal, just doing automatic writing. So writing things that come through. So for me personally, some of the things that came through are, I'm a digital course creator. I am using my art every day to inspire in the form of film, in the form of video. I get to be paid to play. Meaning I get to make more and more money and joy for others and show them how to do the same, because we were given by Creator, I truly believe, these gifts, and so many of us have no idea of the depth and power of the gifts that we possess.
I agree.
So much of my work was actually going the opposite direction. Money isn't spiritual, it's destroying the world. You know, I had so many lifetimes doing this incredible metaphysical work where, you know, we weren't allowed to have money. Why would I charge money even for this work here in 3D? I had to get over a lot of that victim consciousness before I had the courage really to step into my business and see how valuable the transformation is that I provide for my clients. It's not about time. It's about creating that space and that container for that genius $1 million, $1 billion idea, $100,000 idea to come through, and then have the energetic confidence and the structure and the strategy to always be tuning in to spirit for your course corrections, to continue to persevere, to get the support, to get into the masterminds, to figure out how to actually create what you have now been given a vision for. And that's where these practices, setting the intention, is the beginning.
Wow. That is massive. That is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you get so many ideas by tapping into your multiverse self, who already has been there, done that. So you receive, just by the intention of wanting to tap into that self, you start to receive the guidelines, the ideas, so that you can now begin taking action on them in your physical reality. That is fabulous. I want to dive, Jasmine, into your philanthropic work that you're going to be doing as a billionaire, because that's a given. When you're a billionaire or a millionaire, obvious, even people who are not, who won't consider themselves wealthy, are giving already. So giving is something that is ingrained in us. We do it a lot. So I know that as a billionaire, you're going to be giving massively to causes that support that you desire to give to anyway. But what is one cause that's for sure is going to take millions of your dollars?
Okay, I love this question. I love this. I think many people on this broadcast with us, or who are tuning in different time zones later on, would agree that, you know, money needs a purpose. So we can sometimes just, you know, have this happen in my life, you know, great amounts of money come in without a purpose. It doesn't tend to grow or accumulate or even stay around. So the idea that we need to be aligning with the force of abundance coming through, and not only be hoarding it, but it's natural as breathing. It's always coming in, it's always going out. So for me, the metaphor that I'm really most closely aligned with is the ocean. The ocean brings in a harvest and bounty. The ocean also takes away. It's always the ebb, the ebb, the flow of the tide, right? Tide coming in, tide going out. And so for me, my passion is the ocean. I am so prepared and intending to be really donating a lot of money, millions and millions, to heal our oceans,
yes,
to learn from our dolphin and whale friends. My superpower is really communication, and there is so much that we can learn about how dolphins communicate. There are ways in which they are communicating, scientists think, through holographic forms. I really feel that they are part of our spiritual evolution on this planet as well. So I'm very much looking forward to cleaning up the environment in the oceans for all of us, but also to start creating ocean communities on the ocean, teaching people to live in harmony with the ocean, so that we're not over harvesting, but so that we're bringing balance back to the oceans. I see myself, buying several private islands and converting them into really eco laboratories, which are food forests, which are really teaching people how to bring heaven on earth. If they have a little backyard plot, or they have acres and acres and acres, what they can be creating right now in terms of the resources available to them, as well as teaching people about the amazing resources that we have in terms of the ocean, because it is giving us so much oxygen. It is creating more oxygen on our planet. It healthy, and it is also providing us with so many other forms of life to learn from. So that, I would say, is my mission. It's definitely not ocean conservation, it is ocean heaven creation. It is really highlighting the ocean as our blue planet as one of our most amazing resources to learn how to live in abundance and balance with.
That is beautiful. That is, definitely, when we're billionaires, hit me up, because when it's time when you're gathering funds and you're writing your own $100 million checks towards that purpose, you can simply come over and say, hey, my billionaire friend, I'm doing this ocean work and I'm hitting you up with checks as well. And we're, like you said earlier, supporting each other with our causes so that we can make a really big difference in the world as billionaires, as conscious billionaires, as spiritual billionaires. Our impact is going to be huge. I think we will take things much further than the billionaires to date and the philanthropists. What they've done massive work, and they continue to do massive work. But I feel like as spiritual billionaires who are proud to be metaphysicians, who are proud to step up, who are commanding this abundance from the universe way in advance, and talking about it like we're doing here and moving forward, our vision and what we're going to do is take things beyond what they've done before. We have no fear. We're not going to be cowering when there is a recession. We're not going to be cowering when newspapers are saying, that billionaires are building $50 million homes during the recession. We are not going to be the ones cowering, because we've done the work on ourselves and we don't give a rep what they say. We're going to be out there living the life, doing the work, the philanthropy work, and also using the same metaphysics that got us to where we said we were going, to shift consciousness around the world in a much bigger way as well. Because even now, we are deliberately shifting consciousness. When we're calling in our billions, we're calling in, just from the conversation that you and I have had here, expanding the world in many, many different ways, right? So absolutely. I love it. We will have no guilt about going out there and buying private islands for the purpose of whatever we want to do with it, especially the purpose of, making these island forests. And we're not going to be justifying, and we're just going to be doing the work. It's going to be fun when we hit those billionaire levels and taking that. We're going to be a different kind.
You bet, Fry. I know one of my passions is eco-architecture. Yes. I think I shared something on these amazing, bamboo houses, and even the green school in Bali. And so part of my vision is with the resources available to everyone where they are right now, how to create paradise where you are now, no matter how small, because it's only a question of scale.
Yes.
You can be empowered to create your own prosperity, to align with just the right people, either as angel investors for your idea or to actually be generating this yourself. You are just aligning with the right people to help you achieve your goals. So whatever you consider small, consider a seed. Remember, the acorn is small, but the oak is mighty. And we are growing an oak of a movement, inspiring millions of people to become financially empowered.
Yes, I love that we are growing an oak of a movement here with our Conscious Billionaire movement. Truly, truly fantastic. In fact, I believe the other day on our group, in our group, we were even, I was talking a little bit, I wrote a little bit about the vision of actually being the creator of multi-trillion-dollar companies. Because there are companies nowadays that are generating $1 trillion or more. We don't just hear of them as much. So we're definitely going to be moving past this billionaire mark very fast, very quickly, and moving into the multi-trillionaire market areas, because we understand metaphysics. If the idea is there, it means that the pathway to accomplishing it is also there.
Must be. It must be there.
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, right now there are $1 trillion companies. So, right? So, I mean, we're talking about personal wealth when we talk about billionaires. So you could have a multi-trillion-dollar company and be personally worth $500 billion or something like that, because you're. Of course. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway, let me refocus.
No, but it's so exciting, because we don't need to live in a society where everybody is working. We don't need to live in a society where everybody has to become a billionaire.
Yes.
We truly can create amazing and affordable eco communities. We can give people the tools with which to create their own personal prosperity. We can create a whole new level of consciousness in which everybody with their dollar, with their $100, with their $1,000, with their $1 billion gets to vote for a better, more balanced and peaceful world. This is not a pipe dream. Visionaries are creating change in all of the different areas of science, entertainment, engineering, industry. In every single industry, there are people who have this vision and who are here with their incredible expertise to create this better world for ourselves. And so a lot of being a billionaire can be supporting other people's brilliant ideas as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so now let's move from, the philanthropy work and talk about your vision, your life as a billionaire, your luxury lifestyle specifically. What is that going to look like? Paint a vision for us of, the fabulousness of being a billionaire.
Okay, Fry, for sure. For me, I'm not a lay on the beach and lazy on the beach kind of person. As a Sagittarius, I'm very adventurous. So my ideal billionaire life is not far from what I've experienced in the past or what I've lived. And it may be kind of shocking to certain people, but I really envision myself living on a floating home. So like I'm living on my boat. It's a very luxurious and amazing eco-friendly boat. I'm sailing my boat around. I'm creating amazing films. And I really see myself kind of like sailing from, my eco island to eco communities, where I'm growing, the amazing organic ingredients for my eco beauty line. I really see my business as having different branches within the corporation. So of course there's education and there's publishing and media to really get these messages of the visionaries out, but there are also all of the amazing tools of crystals and the beautiful herbs, all of the plants we have around us, food forests. I'm going to be actively working in my own food forest. Yes, I could hire people to do it all, but I love being close to nature and the earth. I love being in the water daily, swimming, snorkeling, filming, really creating really a testament to the beauty of our world. So I just see that on a larger scale, that from wherever I am, I'm able to broadcast that beauty and that brilliance. So I definitely see myself as having several private islands where I get to have different types of vegetation and food forests and amazing healing plants that I get to, tell the world about. And definitely the traveling, but the comfort of traveling in my own eco yacht, with the ability to sail it, but also solar powered. I'm really seeing that happen to be able to get me. I know it's slow for some people, but it's the journey that I care about. So I really see myself as kind of moving on a lot of the time on my on my own moving palace on the water.
Your moving palace on the water. That sounds wonderful. And you mentioned something about eco makeup.
Yeah, so eco beauty. So using beautiful organic essential oils, floral essences, essential oil waters, all of the amazing active ingredients that we have in the beautiful plants around us to help increase our radiance and our energy. I'm very passionate about superfoods as well, especially to support my women in achieving that vibrational level that, when you're feeling a setback, that you've got the energy to get up and persist, and you're literally loving who you see in the mirror, and you're loving who you see on camera. So this is all for me. My billionaire journey is really a very personal journey into self-love, but also being able to love all of the beauty and take in all of the beauty around us. So my billionaire lifestyle really is involved in that. It's involved in, working with different communities and artisans to produce amazing, lifestyle, I would say, supporting products to really help people all over. So that's just another branch in addition to the digital course creation, the mindset works, the best-selling books. I see myself just being able to create amazing, just lives and videos to be answering people who have these questions, who have read the books. So I really see that as being, I think many people have read the book, The Alchemist. I see myself as being the sailing alchemist as a billionaire. So I'm a mermaid, so I will also be mermaiding in my mermaid tail. I love my mermaid tail. And just really inspiring people to be able to be present, to have this freedom of time, have the freedom to explore your passions in this lifetime that we're getting to live right now. It's so exceptional. And I want to be able to support everybody to do that on a larger scale. So for me, yes, I will have ethically sourced, beautiful gems. In fact, my uncle is a gem broker, interestingly enough. So I've seen some of the things that I like. And I really want to create, with all of the resources that I have at my disposition as a billionaire, beautiful, supportive, lifestyle balancing and lifestyle enhancing products as well. So I don't see myself just handing that over to someone and sipping drinks on the beach, but I really want to be in the active, because I'm a creator, the active creation, especially in film, in media. And I would love to, because I'm a great cook, I do a lot of allergy-free cooking, but I would love to be able to have people just come on my ship and cook for me, and have that wonderful massage, fly that massage therapist for my wonderful, massage treatments. And I really enjoy having a creative team around me, creating the films and the videos, hairstylist and stylist and makeup person and all of this. So I definitely think that those are part of the perks that I will definitely be enjoying on board. But again, these are all things that I've pretty much experienced now, or just getting into and getting expertise in. So again, I just see it as a question of scale. I truly see it as a question of scale. I do see myself having a big, not necessarily big, but a historical property. So like a castle or a really beautiful, 18th century mill, or I really see myself as having a beautiful historical home as well on an island. I studied medieval studies, so I'm very interested in that time period. But actually, it's mostly the floating home on the ocean.
Yeah, that is a powerful vision for your lifestyle as a billionaire. And the fact that you're in it now, at least living it on a smaller scale than the billionaire scale, you already know how some of it moves, and it's just a matter of, getting to that point where it's scaled. And speaking of being a mermaid, how can people, I know your website is linked to something like that. So if someone is interested in working with you or asking more questions or getting your support, how can they reach you?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for asking, Fry. So I'm the creator of Success Siren, and the website is very simple.
SuccessSiren.com.
So www.successsiren, all one word, .com.
Okay.
And I do have a special tool for people who have resonated with this conversation. And so it's a special gift, a free gift. And that's the Millionaire Merkaba meditation. So that is going to take you directly into that multiverse self. And that's very easy to find on the website. It's just successsiren.com/Merkaba, successsiren.com/millionaire-Merkaba-meditation. And it's on the website also as an opt-in and in the footer as well. I just want to get the technology out to as many people as possible so they can start playing with their multiverse selves and see all of the magic and manifestation they're able to create with this free tool.
So they can just go directly to successsiren.com and they'll still be able to access this.
Absolutely.
Put the / in. And we'll have your link either on the video
bio
itself or in the description section.
Perfect.
We'll have it here on this video. So if anyone wants to go there, that'd be great. Sounds fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Finally, and we're coming to a close here, what would be your advice to anyone, any woman or man even, who would love to be able to pursue a billionaire vision but are feeling held back in whatever way they want? What would you tell them?
I would say surround yourself with people who support you. It can be a best friend who really believes in you. The most important criteria is someone who is willing to suspend disbelief, someone who is willing to hold the container of your highest vision. If you don't have these people, find a group like Fry's, find a group like my own, hire a mentor. If you don't have a mentor, watch videos, the lives of people who are doing what you desire to do, and know that you can model that. Start working on your money mindset.
Yes.
Books like The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace Wattles, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I mean, those are classics, but that is a great place to start as well. Start working on, there are free videos. I have them, you have them. They're all over YouTube. Start working with all of the free resources that you have to shift into the energy level of being able to already feel it, believe it, so that you can receive it. So you have to ask, you have to believe, and you have to receive. And what helps with the belief is to be surrounded in a community of other people who are unabashedly going for it.
Yes.
They're not secretly saying, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Oh, I want to be a billionaire, but I don't dare tell anyone. They're declaring it. And who cares if the world says they're mad and they're crazy? This world has been created. Everything you see has originated in the divine mind and has been created, come into form and into manifestation. Right? So it starts as that vision. So surround yourself with people who truly support the amplitude of your dream.
Wow. Jasmine, it really has been magnificent sitting down with you, picking your brain, listening to you share your strategies, your visions, your philanthropies, ideas, even giving away a free, powerful tool for anyone who wants to really go into developing this prosperity mindset. So appreciative of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. I won't even say amazing, I'll just say really awe-inspiring opportunity to connect and to contribute. Thank you, Fry.
You're very welcome. And for everyone who's watched, we have these Conscious Billionaire to be videos every week. They are powerful. I encourage you to continue watching them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of the awesomeness that we produce for you here. Okay, and that's it. Have a fabulous day. Jasmine, thank you again so much. Bye.
Thank you, Fry. Bye for now.